Hi guys, welcome to another block spotlight, and today we're going to be having a look at the detector blocks from Railcraft. Now these are extremely useful blocks. Hello there. What they will do is they will fire a redstone signal off depending on what goes over them on their track. We have a variety of things set up here. I did have some sheep and some monsters set up in carts, but it looks like they've escaped on me. So we'll have to just pretend that they're there when we get to those detectors. Now, the important thing to note with these blocks, and they're all pretty much the same. So there's a couple of differences as we go down the line, but otherwise the general theory is the same. This is an item detector block, so we have a chest cart on top, and even though that chest cart is empty, it activates the block. Now we can set this item detector to detect specific things, or as you can see, at least, at most, or exactly on these items, or trigger only when it's empty or when it's full. Here it's set to anything, so it's given off the redstone signal, which we can see there. Now the important thing to note is that these detector blocks will only send redstone out in one direction. Now that direction can be changed by using the crowbar, so it will head to whatever side you click on. And if you right click on the side with the spot, it will change it to the opposite side. So you can configure exactly which direction you want the redstone signal to be heading in. Now the next one along the line, this one is the power detector. See, the item detector is all planks. The power detector is cobble around a pressure plate, and this one doesn't have an interface at all. It will just activate when you've got a power cart on top, and this here is an MFE cart. There's a couple of others, a bat box cart and an MFSU cart. Either of those will set this off as well. Next one along the line is an any detector, that's the pressure plate with smooth stone around it, and this will basically detect when anything goes over the top. So we've got an empty car on top and that's setting it off, but that could be anything in there and it would work. The next one along the line is a mob detector. This again doesn't have an interface. It will only activate if there's a hostile mob in there, like this pigman who managed to get out somehow. And this one has two different recipes. You can use mossy stone, mossy cobble, with a pressure plate, or you can use mossy stone bricks with a pressure plate, all depending on what you've got available. Now this next one here is a train cart, and you can specify on this how many carts need to be in your train in order to set the redstone signal off. That's nether brick around a pressure plate. So as you can see, a lot of these are fairly simple really. If there's an option, then you'll get to it with a right click. Now this next one here doesn't have an interface, and that's a player block, so that will just detect if there's a player in the cart. I'd get in and see, I guess maybe in F5 you can see that's activated the block because I'm in there. Perfect. That's stone slabs around a pressure plate. Now this one here, I don't know why I keep right clicking these. This doesn't have an interface either, and that's an age detector. So what this will do is this will only detect adult animals. So if you were moving animals around and you wanted to only send adults for slaughter, say, the babies, you can filter them out with this block here. And this is spruce wood around a pressure plate. Now the next one here is a TNT detector. Again, no interface, and that is oak wood slabs around a pressure plate. Now I'm not sure if the other slabs will work. They may well do, but again, it's only going to activate on a redstone. It will only activate on a TNT cart going over. The next one here, this is an animal detector, and you can specify with the interface exactly which animals you would like to pick up or detect. So you can deactivate whichever ones you want and activate as you like, multiple selections, and that is oak wood around a pressure plate. So the oak and the spruce, they're both animals, passive mobs. Either one, well, that one will only do the adults, and this one you can select. So it's important to know that the different logs actually are used in different detectors. Now this next one is a tank detector, and this is clay bricks around a pressure plate, and that will just detect any tank cart that goes over it. Now the next one is a sheep detector, and this one has a filter. And the filter is basically you can put whatever colour in that you like, and it will activate when a sheep of that colour goes over the top, which is extremely useful if you were trying to automate some kind of a sheep sorting system. That would be extremely handy to use, and that is just white wool. Well, I'm assuming it's just white wool. It may well be the other types of wool as well, around a pressure plate. And the very last one in the line is an advanced detector, and this you can configure to select multiple or detect multiple things as you please, really. Extremely useful, and that is steel ingots around a pressure plate. That's probably the most advanced one you can get. Now the other important thing to note is that a couple of these detectors are used as components for other things, like the tank detectors are used in liquid loaders and unloaders, and the item detectors are used in item loaders and unloaders, and also the advanced version. So there you have it, guys. There's the detector blocks. Fairly straightforward once you realise that they will only emit redstone in one direction, which may not always be obvious if you were just walking into it blind, although the light on the side does kind of give it away, I guess. But there you have it. Hope you find them useful, and you can obviously use these to trigger off different switches, motors and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button above, and also follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I stream there every night at 7, so I will see you later on tonight, and thanks for watching.